Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to give you some leveling up tips. I want to talk about how to level up fast to level 50. In Lost Ark it's important to get fast to 50 so you can open up the whole game for you and do your daily activities that day, and then after that go on about your business, whatever it is you wanted to test in the game. So leveling up efficiently to 50 is a nice way of doing it. It just gives you more joy in general about the game. And some things I wanted to mention, some things in this video that you should keep in mind throughout your leveling process, some mistakes that you could possibly do. I want to help you avoid. Yeah, the first advice I want to give you is that you should only do story quests to level up to 50. Additionally, you can, if you want to, also do those red quests, those combat quests that keep popping up for you as you go through different zones. Kill 5 mobs, kill 3 mobs, kill 8 mobs, and so on and so forth. Those timed red quests, they're very nice. They're just on your way, really. You just unmount and just kill 3 mobs and continue. You get some extra reward. So story quests and red quests are the only quests that I advise you to do. Don't worry, you have plenty of story quests to do from level 10 to level 50. There's absolutely no worry in the world that you're gonna be left at level 42 being too low level for the next story quest. No such thing in Lost Ark. So story quest from beginning to end, you're just gonna get there. First 36 levels, your story quests are gonna be marked with orange. They are gonna be the Ark story quests. And then after you leave the first island, the Lutheran zone, and you go to the next one at level 36, 37, then your story quests are gonna be marked with light blue. So don't get confused in that regards. Where did my story disappear? I only have find the Ark now, and how am I gonna go? They just turn into light blue. So that's just how it is, how story levels up in Lost Ark with you, basically. Another thing I wanted to mention is that all of the yellow quests that you're skipping throughout your leveling process just to get fast to 50 are still gonna be there. So you can go back right from the first zone and just do all of the yellow quests that you have missed so far. Some of the yellow quests are very important actually, because they give a variety of goods, from emotes to achievements to growth potions to stat potions. So some of them are actually really nice, and you should definitely go back and do some of those yellow quests. I'm not gonna get into which yellow quest particularly because there are like so many, but just saying yellow quests are important. We're just skipping them because there's no need to waste time, that's all, not because they're not important or anything like that. All of the basics are also covered in campaigns. You get a mount, part of the campaigns. You don't need to do anything extra, no yellow quest required. You get ships, part of the campaigns, boats I mean, to go on sea, so no need to worry about that. You get songs and so on and so forth. Recall points, also part of the campaigns. So you're not going to be missing out on anything if you don't do yellow quests. You're gonna be fine up until level 50. Another tip I wanted to give you as you're leveling up is that you should be queuing up for the hard mode version of these level up dungeons. If you wanna queue up for something, you can also choose to do all of these leveling up dungeons solo, but do them solo in normal mode instead of solo hard mode. Again, I just want to be efficient. Of course you can finish solo hard mode if you're level 20 and you're so badass. Of course you can do it, but there's really no point. There's nothing to gain from finishing a dungeon solo in hard mode until personal satisfaction maybe, if anything, but that's about it. If you want to queue up for a dungeon, my point is, as you level up the leveling up dungeons, then queue up for hard mode. Most people queue up for hard mode, and kind of nobody queues up for normal mode in these dungeons. So if you queue up for normal mode and you're not getting a group for an hour, at least you know why, because all people are queuing up. If it's a group, it's for hard mode. If you want to just go solo and not bother with a group because you cannot stand those people that don't skip cutscenes, then feel free to do it in normal mode solo, be done with it and just move on with questing. Also, if it's too late at night, obviously there's not going to be a pop for a queue for a hard mode, then just enter there solo, finish the dungeon, move on. It's really easy to do it yourself as well. Speaking about being efficient, you can also change channels in Lost Ark. If there's too many people grinding that spot of mobs and the respawn time is long and you want to just be done with it, definitely changing channels is a good way to go, because you just change, you kill your mobs and you're done, you're out of there. The same thing can be done after each pack of mobs. You can change the channel once per minute. You kill that pack of mobs, you go to another channel, you kill that pack of mobs, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you should not really have problems meeting so many people that you cannot kill mobs, but if you do, there's an option to change channel that I wanted to point out to you. Another thing I wanted to point out is the existence of this Lupeon Seal merchant. You see this guy translated as Moro Priest. Now, these Lupeon seals you get from a variety of actions in game. You get them from killing named mobs in dungeons, you get them from killing named mobs in the open world, from some quests, etc, etc. There's a bunch of places, we're not going to discuss everything where you get them, but spending Lupeon seals on anything that these priests as you level up sell is a bad idea, because Lupeons, for two reasons. First of all, Lupeon seals are needed more at end game to purchase specific jewelry or to even change the stats on your soul stone, for example, if you don't want to spend shillings for that. Not a big deal again, but it is something that you should not really do. The second reason why you shouldn't spend Lupeon seals is because you're going to replace that Lupeon gear that you buy with these seals and waste them. You're going to replace it in T-5 minutes in the next campaign when you're going to get there, and or in the next dungeon when you're going to do that in 20 minutes, and then you're going to have a better piece, and you've just completely wasted Lupeon seals. So this merchant, the Moro Priest, is not something that you should touch, and is not something that you should look at, even if the gear that he's selling is better. It's so fast to level up in Lost Ark, and you really don't need that gear, or just always the best gear in general. That is just a complete waste of Lupeon seals. The last thing I wanted to mention in regards to leveling up is the existence of potions in the game. There is two types, well, there's many types of potions, but generally there's two types of potions. There's potions that count as battle items, such as these, and there's potions that count just as potions, such as these. Now, throughout your leveling process, you should always have access to these potions. Why? Because you don't want to die and waste any other resource to wake up. Some of the dungeons that you're going to do throughout your leveling process are not even going to allow you to wake up at the beginning of the dungeon if you die. Some dungeons are only going to allow you to either spend diamonds from the cash shop to rest up, or feathers. If you don't have any of these, then you can just get out of the dungeon. It's simple as that, and you should always have potions. Better use 5 potions that boss fight, or 20 potions, and stay alive, rather than using your feathers of resurrection or your diamonds to rest up after you've died. So if you want potions, then the potion merchant is everywhere in every camp. It's called the potion merchant, and you're just gonna come here and you're gonna buy the potions specifically for your item and for your level and item level. These are the beginning potions. Then you go to these. You get potions as you loot. You get potions from campaigns also. But the point is, the better the potion, the higher the chances of you to survive. And it's no shame in using potions in Lost Ark, but there is shame in dying in a level 31 dungeon and using feathers and crystals, especially because you're out of feathers already. So use your pots. They're really cheap and you can find them really everywhere. You just have to buy them and always drag them to your bar here so you can have good access to them. Sometimes life, even in level 30-20 dungeons, it just gets hard. That's all I wanted to talk about leveling, guys. I wish you a beautiful leveling experience. It's basically like going to the movies, so prepare your body for 2 hours of skippable cutscenes. But other than that, it's really fun, it's really nice. You should definitely level up in Russia to test the game out more in this region, test out various classes. I wish you guys lots of love. I hope this was useful for you. Remember, if you want to play Lost Ark, there is a link in the description below guiding you through every single step on how to get this game and play it in Russia. A very smart choice if you do want to try the game out. From my side, lots of love. I will see you soon.